We're going to start with loan limits, and it says, and I quote, beginning on or after July 1st, 2026, graduate student loans are capped annually at $20,500 with an aggregate cap of $100,000, and professional student loans are capped annually at $50,000 with an aggregate cap of $200,000. What does that mean so far? It means that you need to know the difference between a higher education degree that you're pursuing and whether it's considered a graduate degree by the Department of Education or a professional degree, because the difference is for graduate degrees in total, you're going to be capped each year at $20,500 per year and $100,000 in total. Whereas if you have a professional degree, it would be a $50,000 annual cap with an aggregate limit of $200,000. Let's skip ahead a little and talk about what is considered graduate versus professional. There's a section that says, building on the statutory definition contained in the Act, the department arrived at the definition contained within the final rule, which achieved consensus among all stakeholders represented during negotiated rulemaking. The definition includes a list of 11 core program fields: pharmacy, dentistry, veterinary medicine, chiropractic, law, medicine, optometry, osteopathic medicine, podiatry, theology, and clinical psychology, end quote. So if you are pursuing a degree in those fields, it is considered a professional degree that qualifies for higher loan limits. What does this mean? To me, it's going to have a devastating impact, especially on private colleges that have degrees that cater to majors that would now be considered graduate degrees as compared to professional degrees. The concept of a cap in general will have a devastating impact on all of these fields, whether graduate or professional, because I can tell you definitively that in many of these fields, especially law and medicine, if you're going to a private institution, some of these caps are things that won't even get you through the first 2 years, much less a 4-year-long program, which could mean that many people might get into these programs and just decide not to go because they can't make up the difference financially, or even worse, they may lean on private student loans to make up the gap, which wouldn't be eligible for forgiveness, wouldn't be eligible for public service loan forgiveness, and have much less flexible repayment terms than when compared to federal student debt.